Hello, it's Trish. How are you doing, friends? I hope you're having a great day. And I am here today with How Do You Do Art and Junk Journal, July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. I want to thank Cheryl at The Whole Bucket, and I want to thank Lee at Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland for the opportunity. How do you do art? This month, we needed to use junk, just plain old junk, to make a junk journal. And that's what I did. I used these leftover cardboards from a package of scrapbook paper. I had some extra or leftover pieces of this. You can see because I can move these, and then this one, and then this one. Leftover pieces of the cinch. So I cinched it, and I made it with packing paper and left over all my scraps. It's scraps and junk mail. Like here is a pocket, and I just made a tag, and I had this in my stash, so I put it in here. And I guess it could have been number 5, but look at, I didn't do it. And then here's torn edges, and I think that was number 1. The first day I just tore everything, even this was torn. And then here's number 5, the tag. So I have 2 number 5s really, but I have a couple extra things. And so I'm just gonna walk you through. Here's my number 11 scribble doodle. It's just a little journal card. Here is the words, number 8. I have a little card. I probably should have done something, but I didn't. It's an old piece of a box. And some old book page that was just sitting around. Now these 3 little things I got, they were already cut up, sitting in my, I have a box over here full of stuff that I've gotten ready. And there's some more. It's just stuff that's ready that I just hung on to. And so there's another piece of it, so cute. And there's my, and then here's number 13 map. And I actually used the United States, and then the map for the belly band. How fun was that? And then here's number 2, a touch of gold, and I've got gold, and then I've got a little gold, and then I just, I had some scraps, and I was going to use this, what do you call this? Paper clip. So I got it. I was just fooling around on the map day, because you can see the map, and I keep ripping this. This is so scary. Here's Stamp It. And I did the butterfly to match the butterfly, stamp it, and this page is so weak. Oh, my heavens. And here is number 3, botanical, and it's just another journal card. So, yeah, and a little green pocket from a little green leftover strip. So you got to be careful because, see, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And then here is a cute pocket for vintage, something vintage. And I made this. This is a little tuck. And it doesn't have anything in there. But this is a little portfolio that I made when I was following what Pam at Silver and Sparkles was doing. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is so cute. It's a vintage bingo cards, a vintage sign, vintage book that's almost... And then here's some more. It's a math book. And then some more pages. And what's this? Oh, that's just a page to write on. So there you go. How fun is that? It's just too fun. Too fun. And so that's my vintage page with an old calendar from who knows when. Now, this one is unusual. Here's a flip out. And if you pull this out, watch it be stuck in there. Don't say that. Lace. There's lace. More lace. And it's a journal card. Hidden also, by the way. Hidden. And then, of course... If I get it in, I gotta get it back in there. There's lace on the envelope too, because it's really an envelope. But here's number 18, bird. It's just a cute little index card to write on, collage. And so there's that. Gotta get that back in that little sweet pocket. So that's a fun page. And then here's this one, which was a postcard. This is actually a postcard from the, and if you know, you know. AARP sends you a little postcard. It has a little backpack on it. It says blah, blah, blah about joining and you're getting a free gift on your postcard. Well, here's my postcard, and I put mushrooms because everybody loves a mushroom. And then this was so fun. Worn. This is an old coffee filter. It's a worn out white it's on 5. It was on a Kroger thing. I just like the 5, so I kept it. But this is old, what do you call this? Tissue paper. And it's all worn out, coffee filter. So it's all worn. And now it's really worn. Woo. And I just liked it. I had to decorate with some leftovers. Here is my tea bag. Look at this. This little tea bag is covering a piece of orange. This little tea bag is covering a journal card. So it's a tag with a tag. It's a tag with a pocket. And I put the tea, and it says, "Let your manners speak for you." And I left the string. I guess I should have glued it so it looked like a tea, but it was so cute. And then I used my stamps, because I like to use my stamps to make a little teapot. This was just a decoration because I thought I was going to have too many pages, which I did not. I probably should have not done this, but I liked it. I was, you know, using old coffee filters with some paint, and I was doing How Do You Do Art that day, and I cut up some green tags and made flowers. So, you know, I was covering How Do You Do Art, and I was covering July Junk Journal Challenge. So I had a good time. Here's one color. And I did this, and then I thought, well, I got all these purple leftovers. All these different shades of purple. Even this little tulip was left over. It was sitting in my, it's been in there for who knows how long, years. So there's a purple page, and here's my, look at this. It's a hidden journal spot. And it's all blue, and I tried to cover up all the little red spots because it had berries all over it. It's Kroger. It's from Kroger, friends. It's a Kroger holder for coupons. Kroger being my grocery store. And then here we go, Found in the Forest. This was a card that I got when I ordered some stuff from Altenew. And when I got some stencils and stuff, they sent me this. And they were giving me a surprise of something, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Found in the Forest. I used an old doily to cover that up, to decorate. I left that blank, and I covered up the words so you could journal on the back. And I was doing How Do You Do Art over here with my pretty inky papers. And, you know, just some see-through flowers, vellum. And here's my faded photograph page. Look at that. Sitting out in the sun because it is July. I wrote summary. Well, I didn't write it. I just cut it out. But yeah, used all that. Another journal spot. I left it blank in case you want to journal. Okay, now. Oh, look at this. Is a whole page tag. See this? It's secret. This one is written in the margins. This was a catalog that I was showing my friend, and I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to make cards to send to everybody. This is my dog Torch. It looks just like him. Christmas greetings, love, love, love it. I bought that stamp set, and I did make Christmas cards. I probably should get it and put it on the back. So that's number 15. So I got 14 and 15 by each other, and then 17. It's not in any special order. I just turned any old page. And now here's the ticket page, number 22. And here's just a blank thing out of some kind of planner I found at the Goodwill. So I put it in there because it's journal space. Hello, everybody likes journal space. And I stamped tickets. I stamped and punched out tickets. So there's my ticket page. And this is my favorite. This is 20, the old person page. Look at that old guy on the 4th of July. I found some old stamps from some mail. I stenciled with stencil butter or whatever it's called. And then I got a red envelope because it is the 4th of July, and I stuck it on there, and I stenciled with my walnut, which is my favorite, and then I also stenciled with my silver because it is the 4th of July, which is all the July Junk Journal. So how fun is that? So it's art on scrap papers with a Tim Holtz picture with old envelopes that who knows where they came from. I got a stack of them, and I can't even tell you how long I've had them. I have so many things. I've got to get rid of some things. Here's my antique pattern. You can see I stamped it. So beautiful. It's like damask. Is that right? Damask, yeah. And then I made some tags, and I put, you know, some vintage kind of people and things on there. So, and doesn't that look like Victorian velvet? It's really called Rococo Rose, I think, but it's so pretty. And then this is purpley, eggplanty color, figgy, which I thought was purpley, so I love that. And this is nothing. This is just something I had a page, and I thought, ooh, they need some journal space. So I used some inky paper left over. I cut a tag out of, oh my gosh, it's from a box. It's the little flip that you flip in. I'm trying to think if I have a box around here to show it to you. I don't. So I used some old papers, and I got them all in there. So there's my stuff. And look at my book page. Look at my book page. I found these for $1. I wonder if anybody else has found them. It's Sukaniko, $1. It's walnut ink. It's antiquing solution. This is terracotta, which is the orangey brown. And here's more walnut ink, which is in the eucalyptus for $1. It's ink. I was like, woohoo! I brought it home. I was loving it. And here, it's all book pages. Music book, dictionary. What is this? Shorthand. I took it in high school. I could probably read it to you if I wanted to. And then some more book page, because it's a flip out. And here's a book, part of a book page with a, what do you call this? A poem. Oh, green, my favorite. Nature's favorite attention seeker. Green, the whisper of nature singing in color. To wear green is to embrace the heartbeats of 1,000 forests. Where there's green, there's life's most beautiful melody. You and green, a match made in, well, a greenhouse, I guess. Green is the promise of new beginnings, fresh and full of hope. When the world turns green, it's as if the world itself is smiling. When the world wears green, it's as if every corner is bursting with stories and songs. Green when you want to look fresh but end up looking like a garden gnome, especially if you're short like me. Every green meadow is a canvas painted with dreams and sunlight. To be surrounded by green is to be wrapped in nature's tender caress. In every shade of green, there's a story of life, love, and the magic in between. Oh, one of my favorites. One of my favorite. And then here's another page that I just had to finish. It was the last page. This is from those photo boxes that I never used. And then this is the other side of that with some more green. And look at this. Number 12, peek through the window. It's an envelope, has 2 windows, and I stamped on a leftover calendar, so you could stamp it, put some collage on it, and then I left it. See, here's some more of that box. It's like a Ritz cracker box, or a graham cracker box, something like that. Cheez-Its, I think, is what it might be. Anyway, it's got those tab kind of corners. And this is just the last page with the old, what do you call it? I love the texture of it. This junk mail envelope. And I just put some old ephemera that people could add to this journal if they would like. It's just for fun. It's just for fun. So there it is. A rose is perfect at every moment. And there's the back. So how do you do art for July, which is all junk made out of junk? And July Junk Journal Challenge 2025 is, I did every day. I just didn't film because I was doing other stuff. I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you had a great July. I've had a great July. I'm going to keep this right here. And I will see you next time. Have a great one. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.